Have to make sure the audio's on. Okay. I didn't want to say this in person because I don't think I could say it all without crying, and I don't think that you probably listened to me. So I wrote down everything I wanted to say to you, and it was too much for me to make you read. So I wanted you to hear and see me while I was saying it, so you can see how sincere and sorry I really am. I have loved you since I saw you in 8th grade, and I seriously remember seeing you and feeling completely different, something I never felt before, and you're pretty much the reason I believe in love at first sight. Pretty much all of my high school memories have to do with you, with me with you, or just thinking about you. The good ones and the bad ones. We've been through so much together, and I'm really happy to have shared it with you. And I was really happy for the most part. Even last summer, actually, I got to the point where I was literally head over heels in love with you. And that's why, even though last summer wasn't the best, I couldn't break up with you. I seriously thought that you'd realize how much you love me, and you'd want to spend more time with me, and you just do it all on your own. I really was okay with your drinking until I didn't see you unless there weren't parties going on that night. I think the worst part was when I found out about the Duke's girls, and that really broke me a lot, and then it didn't help very much. I kind of figured when David got his own place that it would be the end of us. I really didn't know that you were so unhappy being with me that you'd have to go over to his house after you left mine and leave my house early. I'm really sorry for bitching at you on Monday. I really needed to say it though, and even though I know I should have said it before we got back together, but I just felt so bad already, and I knew that when we got back together I'd made you feel really bad and you were crying, and I didn't want to hurt you anymore. But this stuff has been weighing me down for a while. I didn't feel any better when we got back together, and I still resented a lot of the stuff that had happened. And I really thought it'd be easier for me to just tell you than to keep it pent up and just try to be nice and the same person I was before. I just said it, and I can't tell you how much better I felt, and I really thought that I could honestly tell you that everything was going to be okay and better between us now, and that I was going to try my hardest to make us work, and I was going to be my old self, and eventually I would have been just as much in love with you as I was before. I'm really sorry that I said no to the break. I was tired of being alone and not having anyone as close to me as you were. I'm sorry that I said I wouldn't wait around for you, because who else would I have gone out with? I was just really afraid of what happens to other people, and I was afraid that we wouldn't actually get back together, and maybe that was the plan. Well, we broke up, and I don't even really know why we broke up. At first I thought it was the fact that I exploded on you, but then I took a step back and I looked at our relationship, and I should have seen something coming. We didn't really talk anymore, and we never said I love you, and I felt like you weren't trying to kiss me back most of the time. So we broke up, and at first I didn't really get that upset about it. I was kind of depressed, but I actually didn't cry until the next day. It was after I texted you about my belly button ring. I realized that I almost always automatically put your number in for every text message that I send. And what's worse is your number is the only number I have memorized at all for text messaging purposes. Honestly, when we broke up, I was okay with it, even though I didn't really know why I had said everything I wanted to tell you, and I just kept telling myself, oh, it's his loss. Well, now I know it's my loss too. And I lost someone I loved like my best friend, someone I loved like my lover, and someone I loved and considered a part of my family. I guess the real purpose of me saying all this is I will probably always love you, even if I can't be in love with you ever again. And I want to stay friends because you have been so close to me the past 4 years, and I just really needed to tell you this so I could get my closure.